What's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, and in this video we are going to cover our next farming method. This is going to be a mid to low budget. Obviously this is an Alk and Go budget. You are going to have to do some kind of investment into this, or you might, not be able to do it that well. As such, I will be showing you exactly what you can expect, and just kind of giving you a quick rundown of everything that you're going to be doing to basically take advantage of this farming method. So first things first, we are going to go over the maps. We are running Chisel, Octan Valve maps. We basically took everything that we could. We don't really have any weaknesses on modifiers usually, so I'm just gonna say, whatever is whatever on these. Now, what I will do is if I can't complete them, if I can't complete like one or more maps on Ice Shot, which I should be able to do, but because this build isn't very high on my omniscience yet, I only have 1098 omniscience, and I need to get to about 1500 omniscience for it to feel extremely good. I'm going to be using basically this character for now, and then in the future I will, move to my Flicker Strike or Hate Forges or whatever. But just for the sake of the video, I'll run with Ice Shot because Ice Shot is one of my fastest builds, and it is very, very easy and very, very consistent to just sit here and blow up, big packs of mobs on this build. What I will say is that if you are playing an Omniscience Ice Shot build, you do want to get more Omniscience than I do. Only reason I have this little is, for example, I am using a Inspired Learning. That's my source of Corrupted Blood currently. However, you could get like another multi-jewel here with Corrupted Blood. I do have one. I just am not using it right now. As well as if you really don't want to, if you really want to, push it, I'm only taking these as far as the attribute nodes and then that dex node down there. You can get more if you decide to path upwards on your tree and go for the 40 and 8% here, and then if you actually look right here, one extra point to get to 2 more 30 nodes right there, which is 3 more pin and 3 more all resistance. So on top of this, you'll notice that my omniscience isn't insane, so I'm only about 120, so on and so forth, so I cannot use the jewel. That gives you 90 all res with a little bit of extra investment. It isn't a very hard thing to invest into if that's what you want to do. Just my current setup isn't built for that, so it is what it is, right? And we have 3.2k HP, which you can probably drop down to about 3k if you decide to drop all these right here and push in more attributes. That would be perfectly fine. Keep in mind this 10 Dex and Int is only 10 Omniscience, I believe. If I were to actually unspec these, I would lose a bit of crit chance, crit multi, and then, for example, I go like this. We have 1098. If we go here, we go 1087, which is 10. However, we do have a percentage increase in there for Dex, so it goes down to just a little bit more. So yeah, if we click it here again, we go up to 1098, and that's it's a solid amount, but it's not like the be all end all. What I would recommend is that you actually take my advice to the first thing, and you path your way up top there and take those nodes. I don't have enough, I believe, because it's a very hard path. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for this, and then you need a total of 13 points to path from this jewel node here. This would only be, that's 3, 6, 7 here, which isn't enough. I could, however, drop the jewel node here and lose a bunch of crit multi and life, and that would go to 9, but I still need 4 more points, so I'm not doing that right now. I am not spell suppression capped as well. This character is as good as I can get it with the gear I have. Not really as good as, but just pretty good. I only have 40% spell suppression, 65% reduction, 79% evade, and then we're mainly spec'd into damage right here with life regen here and evasion armor flask here. The rest is just movement speed and crit chance with attack speed, and so on and so forth. So we should be pretty solid. 11k armor, 25k evasion, and 100 something pen. This is a well-rounded build. It's definitely not a full offensive build, and I most likely could push this build through the roof if I decided to optimize my points more and maybe go take those points for even more omniscience. But I've just been having fun with the game, and you know, I don't really want to go super hardcore when my build is already performing as well as I need it to. And this build is just a house for all my really nice items, triple elevated stuff, you know, nice bow, nice rings, etc., etc. So it's just kind of what I'm doing right now. So let's go ahead and get into our first map here. Before I do that though, I actually wanted to show you the different expedition nodes I am taking. If we go here to expedition, there are 3, I believe, total expedition. One here, and one at the bottom. If we look down here, the only thing this expedition gives you is chance for expedition encounter for the big node, and the small nodes give you increased quantity of artifacts. Well, the increased quantity of artifacts is cool, but it only equivalents to about 12%, and after we're done with everything, we should have way more than 12% quantity and rarity, pushing every map, you know, gaining each and every map without worrying about pathing all the way down there. This also lets us path to the different nodes, such as the Shaping the Skies, the Shaping the Mountains, the Kirak mission here, Shaping the Seas. You know, this is excuse me. This lets us take whatever we want, and the shrine stuff here, and then of course up top we are taking all of the bossing stuff except for this. And the reason we're taking all the bossing stuff is because we want to drop as many Elder and Shaper Guardian maps as well as many Conqueror maps and Synth maps as we can. And we are farming Searing Exarch, so we can basically use his crafting for the, you know, general consensus of all of our items. And you know, just out of the little bit of farming I have done, if I go over to my influence, we actually have farmed 1 exceptional, 3 Eldritch, 6 greater, 12 of these, and we literally have farmed for maybe 10, 15 maps today, maybe 20, and it's pretty insane drop rate. And the more rarity quantity you get into your maps, the more you're going to get as well, especially once I get into the super juicing aspect of this. Now, the reason we're choosing Dry Sea is for a couple of reasons. The first reason is because the boss is very easy to find. He's always in an alcove. And the second reason you're about to see is because it is a very open and easy map to deal with, and we can run things such as the domination craft here and guarantee 3 additional shrines. With all of our extra shrine stuff, gets us to, you know, run really quick. And so let's go ahead and just run through this real quick, just so you can show you. Now, the reason we're taking our regen life on our flasks, by the way, in case that is a, you know, question, is because we're running Blood Rage, and with that, our Blood Rage doesn't go down. So our life doesn't go down. We just have a permanent, you know, set life. However, if you are taking other degen, you will start degenning a lot easier if you have Blood Rage active. Especially if it's more than 3% of your life lost, obviously. Well, in this case, 6%, because I am using Image. But so let's go ahead and run through this map. See, as you can see here, we're also still really quick under 10 chains. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop Blood Rage real quick. Pop in the Delirium Mirror.
Searching for that which sends you spiraling into the abyss.
Oh boy, and we might lag die here. Pretty sure we just lag die here. Well, we don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab our first shrine. Looks like we found our first expedition, or our only, well, I guess our first expedition, first map. See if we can't find that shrine. Alright, so we got the shrine. Looks like we got acceleration. That's good. Now, the reason we're just blowing through this content right now is because, one, the big thing is we have a Delirium Mirror. So Delirium Mirror, you just want to blow up the content, get as far from the start as you can, and blow up whatever you can. Let's see here. What do you have? Sure. Oh no. Alright, well, that was my fault. I'm already at 5 stacks. That's interesting. That was my fault. I thought I cleared everything, but, you know, I just looked away for a second and things came off screen. That was my fault. Alright. Alright. Looks like we had one of our gems level. That's pretty cool. Now, if you saw my last video, I covered the whole gem tabs and my opinion on them, as well as the flask tabs and how much I love them. One reason I'm gonna, go over it again is that, you're able to kind of sort out and get what you need to get
that just yet.
on demand. Oh, that's a shame. We lost the delirium. All right. Well, since we lost the delirium, we can just kind of blow through this real quick. Okay.
Hello.
Let's talk to you. What are your two? You have torture, caches, and workshop. That's fine. We'll just go up. Oh, she's open down here.
Just in time. Just in time. History repeats it. Time to go.
There we go. And then all we got to do from here is just blow up as many enemies as possible. Boom. Kill this guy. Now, I do hope you guys like these kind of like split videos where it's not just me saying, oh, hey, this is the farm I'm going to do, and then also giving you like a little bit of exposition and content as well. I figured, sometimes my videos are too short if it's just like, oh, yeah, I'm farming this, and then ending the video there. So I wanted to show you what build I'm going to be farming on. Okay, we have Corruption Chamber. We are definitely taking that. I didn't put Alva on here, by the way. This is just a random Alva. However, this is definitely something you can do for yourself if you wanted to start farming Corruption Chambers. It's very, very easy to do. Alva temples are very, very easy. You don't have to worry about stressing about them. Just blow everything up in the temple, leave, open the doors you need to open, repeat process. Occasionally, if you're in Delirium Fog, it gets annoying, but it's not like it's gonna make it super crazy for you. So.
Good job.
All right. So now we have to try and find the boss. Alright, oh wait, there we go. Another shrine, that's perfect. So we got a massive and a resistance shrine that gives us more survivability. Let's see, there we go. So now that we found the boss, ooh, don't want to die. Alright, now that we found the boss, we just come over here, quickly kill him. Now, the reason why we do it this way is because we're trying to make sure our Expedition is as juiced up and cracked out as possible, and to do that we can actually do a little bit of that's interesting. We can actually do a little bit of like min-maxing your juicing in a way, so to speak, and this is a very easy way to artificially increase the quantity of your maps. It's not always going to work, and obviously this will also come down to RNG, but I'll show you right here, for example. Now that we killed the boss, what should happen is we shouldn't see any when you kill boss. So we have players gain, nearby enemies have, fizzes fire, and then scarabs drop enemies, and then it says eldritch minions gain consecrated ground and drop additional, so on and so forth, right? So what you're aiming for is you're aiming for rarity and quantity on the map. That is something that that can happen. Let's see, what do we have here? We have change and then Hollow War. Right, we should go to Hollow War. Quickly deal with these guys. Kill him. Quickly kill them. Alright. Do this. Looks like okay, our grace and our hatred turned off. That is weird.
My mana is gone.
Alright, there we go. We don't have any items. Actually, why do I have that? Okay. And now our Alva's done for the map. So we should have another one of these eldritch things around, the Exarch things. Pretty sure I passed one up purposely. Alright, it doesn't look like it can find it. Alright, Here we go. So let's see if this one has it. Go ahead and pick up this card. Right there. So if you see here, we have player gains, yada 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 yada, and we have Eldritch Minions gain. So what we want is the increased quantity and the increased rarity in the area. And sure, you get targeted by a meteor, but who cares? Like, the whole point of this is just to kind of juice up your thing. And if you see here, we have 116 quantity and 62% increased rarity. And this can stack a couple of times, and when you're doing this, you know, you can also run sack frags, so on and so forth. I'll probably run 3 sack frags along with the Expedition Scarabs, but you guys don't have to if you don't want to. So now that we have all that set up, we can just sit here and start placing all of our little bombs. I usually don't read the modifiers unless it says immune to cold. They don't really matter to me. I can just kind of blow everything up, but I mean,
I hope you know what you're doing.
obviously that is kind of build dependent. If your build can't do like certain things, like, you know, if they have too much regen, you just kind of get screwed over, or anything like that, like, just be careful.
Seems risky.
Alright, so now we have the whole thing covered, and we have over 116 quant. Again, this is just to clarify again, we are using polished scarabs right now. This is our budget variant. What I will do here is I will kill all 20 of these maps that I have set aside for this farm, and I will put all of the loot that I get from these expeditions, whether that be essences, currency, anything above a chaos. I'm going to put like chaos and exalts in there. Not going to really separate everything else. The reroll currency, anything like that, that's all going to go into my project tab, just so you guys can see for yourself, you know, how profitable it is to run on a lower end budget. And then after that, I will be running a full, you know, full head tilt, super high-end GG budget. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be as decked out as you possibly can make it, and get you as much value as you possibly can. So yeah. So yep, that's pretty much the farming method. As you saw there, we actually got one logbook. Did we get a logbook? I thought we got a logbook. Ah, there it is. Almost walked out without a logbook, guys. So yep, we have actually gotten a logbook, which is pretty solid, right? Like, you know, there's a black scythe as well, and I believe broken circle is Gwynn, and that's what I've been farming. I don't really care too much about black scythe personally, because like when it comes to currency, if I really want currency, I can sell stuff. I have big items that I can sell for much cheaper than their actual value, and then have that currency. It's not a big deal to me. Only time I need currency is if I'm like at 0 and I need to craft something or something along those lines. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on, and I'll be running the rest of these maps here. This is 15, 16, 17, 18. I will actually run 20 because I have 20 scarabs set aside, and I will be putting the results over in this tab here, just so you guys can see for yourself what exactly you can expect. So just to show you, we're gonna put like the chaos, and we're gonna put this, and what I can actually do is, yeah, we'll just do it that way. Chaos, that. I'll put like the sextants. You know what? Sextants didn't really drop from there, so we'll put like the essences for sure. So what I can do is I can do like, I can put essence for sure. Doesn't look like expeditions on it. No, we'll have to figure it out as we go. Like, I'll figure it out. I'm not really worried about showing you how I'm gonna sort it. But yeah, just so you guys can see exactly what you can expect on a lower end budget. I say lower end, but you're still Chisel Alkin Valing. This is going to be mid tier. You're also using polished scarabs. I know gilded scarabs are dirt cheap right now. However, the polished scarabs are even cheaper, so this would allow you to do this very, 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 very consistently without any kind of issue, just kind of grinding out through these maps. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy my results video and enjoy my content. As always, take it easy and have a good one.